She can still see you. But I'm gonna have full custody. And you're gonna live here with me.
And we're all gonna have to make sacrifices in order for this to work. You're gonna have to promise to keep working hard and promise to stay out of trouble.
I promise.
Good. Welcome to the family, sweetie. I've been hounding him for years for grandkids.
No, Mama.
I know it's gonna get one this big. At least you can hang up your own clothes. Speaking of your clothes, honey, those underwear that you can't be leaving on the floor like that. Yeah.
Myself. What do you think? Big is too big.
We got you a little something too.
A gold watch. But it turns green if you get wet. Yeah, some get wet. All right, hey, look. Here's the real gift. We all chipped in here. Season tickets to the Rangers. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I'm proud to have served this great city. I'm proud to have Donovan Rocker carry on my legacy as 50 David. Although it's going to be hard to live up to the legend. Wow, brand new Corvette. Very nice. Told you clowns I was getting out of here in style. I'll wave to you on a 405.
Actually, Sergeant, Commander Hicks has one last gift for you.
She'd like to say some parting words. I know you.
I'm Felicia.
Intending on anyone. I'm really sorry it turned out that way.
Hey, I'm really good with faces. I'm sorry. I don't know yours.
I was just a kid when we met at a house on Larkmead Avenue.
Larkmead. Felicia says Eddie's. This is my first week on SWAT.
A guy grabbed me off the school playground at recess, back before they had fences around them all. Put me in his car, drove me to his house. He put a knife to my throat, told me how he was going to kill me. But then he burst in and got the knife out of his hand and had him cuffed on the floor before he could hurt me. You saved my life. When Commander Hicks called me to say you were retiring, I knew I had to be here.
Somebody help!
Because without you, I'm not here. And neither is my family. I'm a teacher now, and I have a husband.
Need
and a
medical.
daughter.
Hold on.
And I wouldn't have any of it if not for you. So thank you for all of this.
There's no other way through. We've got to blow the gate.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
A live look as divers search at Dayton Pond. Witnesses say a man went underwater and never came back up. Monica Castro is working this scene for us. She'll be live in about 90 seconds. Ooh. calls, the savings add up. With 25% off select Nike and Converse. Big women's Nike suits for the family. Plus, it's Kohl's Cash. Right now at Kohl's.
How are these other OTC medicines compared to Zysol? Well, looky here. Zysol works faster than Claritin and lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl. So for the latest in power, it's just as effective at hour 24 as at hour 1. Zysol, take Zysol. Whose idea was this?
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know, I need someone.
The wild ancestors of your dog. They share many traits like a love for meat. So regularly in the wilderness is meat they desire. Try Blue Wilderness because he's wild inside.
Steven breaks down the Mueller report, plus Samantha Bee.
Go ahead and blow the gate.
Get ready. That's LAPD SWAT, fool. There's only 4 episodes left. 3, 2, 1. Don't even think about it. New SWAT, CBS next Thursday. Sunday, celebrate once-in-a-lifetime performances. Pay tribute to Motown's all-time classic hits. Smokey and Centric host the Motown 60 Grammy celebration beginning this Sunday. From the WHIO Broadcast Center in high definition, this is News Center 7.
Tonight we're following a developing story. Right now, divers are searching a Dayton pond after somebody may have drowned there. Hello, I'm Kate Bartley. James is on special assignment. This started just after 7:30 when somebody called police to Lakeside Park in Dayton. This is near the Dayton VA Center, just off of Gettysburg Avenue. News Center 7's Monica Castro has been on scene as crews have been searching the water. Monica, what can you tell us so far?
Still very active over here. As you can see behind me, we have a crew that is currently in the water cleanup. As you mentioned, a number of boats and divers around 7:30 this evening. Now take a look at this video. This is from earlier when this all got started. As you mentioned, callers called police department. They said something was in the water, and it looks like they were having a hard time finding out they a fisherman also saw the same thing. Police department and firemen out here are still unsure if someone is really in the water or not at this time. A fire official on scene says that crews believe the victim could be an 18-year-old male. Dayton PD says there is a family out here tonight that says that their son is missing and they do not know where their son is at this time. And officers once again telling them they do not know if that is him or if anyone is in that water. Now throughout the evening, as I mentioned, we see divers, we see a number of boats going back and forth in the middle of the pond. But I did talk to the police as we went. Well, they told us obviously not right now. They tell me that that is a challenge for divers out here because it is getting increasingly difficult for them to see clearly. They tell me they should be out here a little bit longer. If not, they're going to call it a night and come back tomorrow morning. We're hoping to bring you more details as we get it. Also now we're live. Mike Castro, News Center 7.
You never would think your kids would do something like that.
Neighbors were shocked to find out a man at the store is accused of spending his elderly mother's savings on sex toys and pills. The same man is also accused of having child porn on his computer. Noon 11, News Center 7's Sean Cunningham is live at Dayton. And Sean, you want this type of protocol more common than people might think?
Hey, we got a whole court documents from court here. They lay out how this man is accused of stealing a big chunk of his 90-month life savings.
It's horrible. You know, I think it's really disgusting. To take money from your mother. You know, want to raise you, took care of you, but they didn't take care of yourself.
Both Miller and Woodward to sum up the crimes his neighbors accused of.
I think.
A grand jury Thursday indicted Sean Joseph. According to court records, he's accused of stealing more than $150,000 from the bank account of his 91-year-old mother, spending the money mostly on pornography and fetish materials. The records say when police checked Joseph's computers, they also found multiple videos of child pornography.
And we didn't know what was going on.
Enchantment Macon lives behind Joseph. Now she says it makes sense why police were at his house a few weeks ago.
It's really sad to hear that you're stealing from your mother, and especially to use it on those kind of
While those items make this case unique, experts say family members can often be to blame for these kinds of thefts. I checked AARP, which quotes a study showing 6 to 10 cases of elder financial abuse committed by relatives. The FBI last year noted how many recent cases have been outright theft by people the victim should have been able to trust. This case has Megan thinking of her grandmother.
To think that somebody's going to take advantage of their own mother like that, they would do that to any elderly person.
Miller says his children would never do something like that.
I would trust
Try to hold him back.
bank account
Don't find a safe place in the tunnel and
because
stay on the
I'm
radio.
racing. Right.
As you can see, we did stop by Joseph's house. That didn't look like anyone was home to keep working to get his side of the story. He is free on ball tonight. Live in Dayton, Sean Cudahy, News Center 7.
Thanks, Sean. Rain is moving into the Miami Valley now. It could cause problems for drivers in the morning. KP meteorologist Nicole Friday shows us what to expect and how long it could last.
Well, we take a look at live Doppler 7 radar in areas north and west of Dayton where we have that steady rain starting to move in. And it's really been prolonged there for a few hours now. As we head into the night, we'll watch that steady rain sliding south and east, and everybody is going to see that and be dealing with it for your Friday morning drive. Steady, moderate, even heavy rain is ongoing towards La Canada down in Fort Laramie and even into parts of Mercer County near Salina. When we do the live camera shot, weather camera network in Salina showing that steady rain coming down, along with some breezier conditions. Temperatures have been falling, and all of this rain is coming in with a cold front. Notice for 69 in Wilmington, but in the low 50s in La Canada. On the backside of this cold front, sitting in the 40s in northern parts of Illinois, even into the 30s once you get up towards parts of Wisconsin near Green Bay. Not necessarily looking at 30s for us in the near future, but the cooler air is going to be making its way on in. Notice the steady rain moving through Indiana, southern Illinois, present all the way into the Gulf States. We're going to be seeing this for not only tonight, but all the way to the start of the weekend. I'm going to time out the rainfall as it moves on through tonight, how long it will be with us, and how much is expected to fall coming up in just about 10 minutes. New at 11, Dayton police are looking for gas station at gunpoint. Officers said the pair jumped the counter at the Sunoco gas station on East 5th Street before they took off with some money. The clerk said they were both wearing hoodies to help better identify them. Dayton police say a man accused of making a bomb threat to a U-Haul storage facility had been behind on his payments. Through video and audio recordings, detectives found James Wright at Dayton Children's Hospital. Earlier tonight, News Center 7's Monica Castro spoke to people at that U-Haul spot.
Dayton police say they tracked down this caller. Detectives believe it is James Wright. In a calm voice, you just heard the caller tell dispatch a device is somewhere at the U-Haul facility.
One last gas bag.
He tells dispatch the device is possibly in a box somewhere on the property. When dispatch pressed for more information, he hung up. According to the Dayton police report, Wright had 2 overdue lockers at the facility that were scheduled to be auctioned off on Wednesday. But minutes before the auction was supposed to start, the call came in about the device. Teddy Mumpower, who likes to buy up storage units during auctions, heard about the threat. He figured the man may have had some valuables left in his units.
That's some very important things for people's community now. That I can see that their emotions could be involved, yeah.
Mumpower says it's crazy someone would go to great lengths to possibly protect their unit.
What's going on nowadays, that's taking it too far, you know. You do your responsibilities, you sign the paper.
That was Monica Castro reporting. Dayton police say a driver was in 4 other crashes.
That's right,
slamming into an SUV with a motor and shroud inside. Officers were working at cruise control, trying to pull over that suspicious car until the driver took off. Officers let a chopper track in for about 15 minutes, but then the driver was still running red lights and crossing the center line. Ultimately, he sideswiped a cruiser and drove the wrong way on Riverside Drive, hitting an SUV head-on. I talked to a man who heard it.
It looked pretty horrible. The sound of it was bad. Break the windshield or the window on the passenger side to drag him out of the car.
Police say the 2 men who were in that car have serious injuries. Officers had not been looking for either of them. The mother and child had only minor injuries. A Springfield family says school employees injured their autistic son while they tried to restrain him. These pictures show bruises taken from Wyatt's body. His parents said he was upset about his workload on Friday. He became combative with teachers at Snyder Park Elementary. Wyatt's in a class with teachers who are trained to deal with students who have disabilities. We reached out to the school. They said if teachers need to use a crisis intervention prevention technique, teachers would be notified. Wyatt's parents said they never got a call. But after filing a police report.
The schools, I feel, not taking responsibility because they still have the teachers in the room with my son, where my son does not feel comfortable. They should not be in there whatsoever.
Springfield police say they did note the situation internally and they're investigating. The principal of Wyatt's school said they would talk with teachers to see if something went wrong. A police dog tracked down a man who took off from police after a chase and barricaded himself inside a house for nearly 10 hours. Kettering police say Mark Slade Jr. was behind the wheel of that truck. He hit a police cruiser trying to get away and led officers on a 25-minute chase that ended in Harrison Township. Police say Slade ditched the truck on a dirt road and then he took off running. A K-9 was able to track his scent on Ida Avenue. That's when a SWAT team had to Bristol park his house to get him out.
Yeah, that guy, he was so dumb.
Hold on.
He was stealing from everybody. And he didn't steal from the old money too.
Slade was wanted for an outstanding warrant. Tonight, News Center 7 is working to learn the name of a man rescued during a Harrison Township house fire. The deputies think he may have started that fire on purpose. A neighbor called 911 after he smelled smoke on Knoxville. The firefighters got there. They went inside and found out the homeowner wasn't breathing. I didn't want to not call. I didn't want to not act. So I just wanted to be the best neighbor that I could be to make sure that he's okay. Turns out the man who lives here is a suspect in a domestic violence case from last week. Deputies say he may have set that fire on purpose to hurt himself. Deputies do think the man will be okay. I think families faced relatives tonight after a car slammed into their home while they were sleeping. Look at the damage to the car and what it left behind on Hillcrest Avenue. You can see bricks from the house here crumbled and created a hole near the garage. Neighbors say this isn't the first time a car has gone off the road.
First time I've seen the house hit, but there's been other things hit. Shrubbery, the house next door, 2 houses down there.
Meds, anyone?
2 people in the car went to the hospital. Police are trying to figure out why the driver went off the road. Honda will temporarily shut down a second shift production line at its Marysville assembly plant. The company said nobody will be laid off. Honda hopes to manage that change by not replacing workers who leave. It says the decrease in demand for sedans has challenged the Marysville plant. The move also affects engine production at the Anna plant. It's about an hour north of Dayton. Dayton Power and Light says somebody's targeting their customers in a payment scam. The scammers call customers, claiming their power will be shut off if they don't make a payment within 30 minutes. The worst part is those calls look like they're coming from DP&L. The utility company says customers should never get personal information over the phone. They can also check late payments through their online account. We continue to follow that developing story after witnesses say a man went into this Dayton pond and never came back up. This is a live look from Lakeside Park, just off of Gettysburg Avenue by the Dayton VA. You can see those firefighters who were just walking away from this scene. We learned, in fact, they're calling off the search for the night because it's just too dark to see. Crews have been packing up their stuff. Earlier, divers were in the pond. They haven't had any success in finding anything. We do know this crew will be out here again tomorrow morning. As soon as we learn any new details, we'll let you know on our WHIO News app. An inmate is caught on camera hitting the lawyer she just fired. The warning she gave the judge seconds before she threw that punch. Plus,
Is it pee out here? Smells like pee. I didn't pee now. What's all that?
Remove it to the roof.
a Dayton police officer is accused of being drunk with a gun and a knife. The information he told officers he could not remember, and what they said when they realized he was a fellow officer.
Here are your winning Ohio lottery numbers.
This will be the Z-Guy.
Before your day starts,
A SWAT team is at a home on Vernon Drive.
News Center 7 is on the street.
I want to get to News Center 7's Gaylor Purcell.
Working to bring you answers.
They were shooting tear gas into this home.
Start every day with coverage you can count on.
This week at WHIO
Job Report's special support for military families here. We're taking a closer look at the Fisher houses at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and the Dayton VA Medical Center. Join us Sunday morning at 11:30 for WHI Reports.
Sweet, juicy flavor. Local. Organic. As one of America's largest produce buyers, Kroger gets the pick of the crop at savings we pass on to you. That's peak of the season freshness, priced right. I was on my way to pick up my son to take him trick-or-treating. I was T-boned by an older gentleman who had just had a cataract removed off his eye. I was unable to take my son trick-or-treating.
Rit is ready to
roll. The emergency room. I called Michael Ray from the hospital. He came to my bedside, helped me handle my personal and business affairs while recovering, and I made the right choice.
If you've been injured, call the train like a right at 222-7477.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Breeze transfers heat away from your body, so you sleep cool all night.
And voting us Best of Dayton, we offer the largest inventory of Chevrolets across 3 convenient locations. And now with our new Shop by Payment tool, you can compare almost 1,000 new Chevys online and get an accurate payment that doesn't affect your credit score or require a Social Security number. And if you're not ready for a new vehicle but still want to sell yours, then we're ready to buy with a free appraisal and no hassle transaction. Because at Jeff Schmidt Chevy, we don't have to buy a car to be a customer. Experience the advantage and go to jeffdeals.com.
Come on, bitches.
When I enrolled at Franklin University, I immediately knew I made the right choice. The transition was simple, and your guidance was crucial. You went above and beyond to help maximize my VA benefits, and to transfer military credits I didn't even know I had. Franklin provided me with the support I needed to finally finish my degree, and you gave me the confidence that's necessary to succeed in whatever comes next. Franklin makes it possible, and Franklin makes it personal. News Center 7 is brought to you by the law offices of Lake Bar Basement.
A Dayton police officer accused of being drunk while carrying a gun and a knife is now on restricted duty. This body camera video shows Beaver Creek police talking with Officer Brian Spencer. Officers say when they pulled up, Spencer was standing outside his truck. Then he got into the passenger seat. During a search, police found out Spencer was carrying that knife and gun. That was before they realized he was a Dayton officer.
Read it from him.
Spencer told police he had been at the Frickers on Woodland Drive, but he couldn't tell police how he got to Fabulous Road. Later, one Beaver Creek officer tells the other he suspects Spencer had been driving.
I'm trying to change you up at all, man. I'm like, I wish we didn't know you were.
Spencer was charged with having a weapon while intoxicated and disorderly conduct. He pleaded not guilty. An inmate in the Montgomery County Jail faces more charges tonight after she hit her public defender in court. Take a look at this video. Callan Wood hitting her former public defender in the head. Minutes before this, Wood said she wanted a new lawyer. Court documents said she even threatened the judge. She also warned the court not to trick her.
This has happened to me before, okay? You're not gonna run this game on this hangout thing on me.
After the rant, that's when Woods is escorted from the courtroom and she hits the lawyer. Woods was wearing handcuffs at the time. She's now facing more assault charges. Dramatic video from ODOT shows the moment a semi rolled off a Cincinnati overpass. In that video, you can see the semi getting onto the overpass when it lost control. It pulled off the side and wound up here on the road below where you see it. Almost 30 rescue workers worked to free the 2 people trapped inside. Both of them went to the hospital. With prom season in full swing, it can be tempting for high school teens to drink, but parents want them to know there is a safer option. Brian Cooper lost his son when he was hit by a drunk driver. Since then, Cooper's been volunteering with Mothers Against Drunk Driving to remind teens not to drink and drive. He also wants to make sure parents know the consequences of hosting parties with alcohol.
Don't be the cool parent. Don't host those parties. Don't let the kids do it.
In Ohio, it's illegal to provide a place for your teens to drink, even if they're your child. If caught, parents could be charged with furnishing alcohol to minors. They could be sentenced to a $1,000 fine or 6 months in jail.
Don't make us leave it out.
Chief Meteorologist McCall Broadix joins us now. We're seeing a lot of rain on Live 957 radar.
To be expected, this storm system I've been monitoring for several days now, and it's slowly beginning to move in. And some areas north
north and west of Dayton, including parts of Lake County, Mercer County, and Dark County, is where we've been dealing with the rain for at least an hour now. Slow and steady, this line will be shifting to the south and east. You see, we've got pockets of moderate to even heavy rainfall within this main line. That continues to be the story as well. So minor flooding and ponding on the roadways is certainly something you'll have to pay attention to and look out for during your morning commute. Heading south and west into Dark County, you can see that heavier downpour near Greenville, and this does extend back into Wayne and parts of Union County into southern parts of Indiana. Big picture view, a lot of rain and a lot of moisture just to our west and southwest with a cold front that is bringing this all in. On the backside of that front, temperatures are into the 40s, and we will be dealing with that as well as the system moves on by. Notice the large-scale counterclockwise rotation. An area of low pressure is driving all of this, gathering moisture and producing severe weather down in Mississippi and Alabama. We'll keep the threat for severe weather south, but we do inherit the moisture and the chances for the rain. Over the next 24 to 36, even into 48 hours, really, a lot of moisture and rain expected. Out the door forecast for you in the morning. Rain is likely. It will be heavy in spots. Not only does that create the threat for some minor flooding, but will reduce visibility. So give yourself a little extra time to get to where you need to go for early tomorrow morning. And then, as I mentioned, temperatures will be falling, and not just into the weekend, but through the day tomorrow. When you walk out the door in the morning, it will feel cooler in the afternoon on your way home. So keep that in mind. If it's chilly in the morning, it's going to be even cooler by 4 or 5 o'clock. It shows that line clearly and is set up perfect. Aligned out with 7 now. Notice how it becomes widespread, moderate to heavy at times for Friday morning's drive there, 7:30. Showers will taper a bit, but we still have those pockets of moderate downpours for the evening commute, and then slowly waning for Friday evening. Rainfall estimates by the end of the day tomorrow, 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain. But we're not done yet. You've got even more rain into your day on Saturday. As I mentioned, temperatures dropping through the day tomorrow. By lunchtime, some spots already into the upper 40s. It will be down to about 44 degrees by this time tomorrow night. Take you back to Friday night. You can see, as I mentioned, about 1 inch of rain expected. Add on top of that the rain that comes in on Saturday. Storm totals nearing 2 inches, if not slightly higher, in a few places where we get those heavier downpours. Rainfall on Saturday, well, it's going to ramp up in the morning once again. Few areas of downpours, again, is going to increase that threat for some flooding in our Miami Valley. Then we'll have some off and on showers as we head into Saturday evening before we wrap this all up on Sunday. Timing? Much better for us for Easter Sunday. We will be chilly, 40 degrees Sunday morning, 67 Sunday afternoon. We're back into the 70s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Each day we have a chance for a pop-up shower storm towards the second. Still cannot go home after a tree landed on her house. Take a look at the damage in South Vienna. The storm that blew through uprooted that tree, but the woman who lives here didn't have renter's insurance, and the landlord's insurance doesn't cover the damage to her belongings. She told News Center 7 she doesn't know yet when she can move back in. A local high school band is getting ready to perform in front of 50 million people. How they're preparing for the big performance in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
For all your lawn and garden needs, visit Compton Power Equipment in Springfield today.
It's a Good Friday with Jennifer Lawn and guest host John Cena. All new
Ellen, tomorrow at 4 on Channel 7.
Serving the Miami Valley for 70 years.
Why are customers in the Miami Valley buying their next pre-owned vehicle from us? Great selection, low price, and the ease of doing business. And the lifetime powertrain warranty at no cost to you. JosephAirportToyota.com and AirHyundai.com.
At Speedway, we're always looking out for you. That's why we invest in industry-leading technology, like our fast and secure pumps, equipped with advanced fuel filtration. So when you fill up, your engine's protected. It's at every pump, at every store, at thousands of locations. Which means, when you see this, you know you're filling up with high-quality fuel. So you can get what you need and get on your way.
Official fuel of IndyCar. At
Menards, nobody beats our prices, so you can save big money on updating your home. During our big Spring Ahead event, you'll save on our top appliance brands. Receive up to $500 when you purchase select Whirlpool and Maytag brand appliances. Get professional, quality results with each cut with this powerful 10-inch Bosch table saw. It's on sale for $499. Plus, a Menards gift card is perfect for Mother's Day. Save big money at Menards. So for sandwiches. Beautiful, spacious skies. Purple mountains. And amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. For your auto, home, and life, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy. I switched to Chevy.
We switched to Chevy.
I switched from a Ram to a Chevy.
See why people are switching to Chevy.
We love our Chevy. Why do we switch? Just look at it.
Get 15% below MSRP on most Equinox models when you finance with GM Financial. Or current competitive owners get 20% below MSRP. That's over $8,000 on this Equinox.
Good morning.
Wake up every day with the latest news from overnight.
Here's where we stand this morning.
And what you need to begin your day.
Breaking in this hour. Centerville High School's marching band is preparing to be in the spotlight. The group will perform in the 2020 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is actually the second time for the school. Their first appearance was in 1982. So like nothing I've ever done before. We just went to Disney, so getting to do that also is also like, that's insane. That's really cool. The band watched that performance on YouTube to get excited for next year's. About 50 million people watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade every year. What started as a few hundred eggs has grown to a 10,000 Easter egg hunt. Workers at Young's Dairy have spent hours dyeing all of these eggs. The Easter egg hunt is Sunday at 2 o'clock. This is the 37th year for the egg hunt.
Hi again, everybody. Longevity isn't all it's cracked up to be for high school coaches these days. More and more local coaches are finding the demands of the job a bit too tough to take. Blair Albright is the latest to call it quits. He's been the Fairmont boys basketball coach the last 6 seasons, leading the Firebirds to the district finals in each of the last 2 seasons. Albright will continue to teach English at Fairmont. Meanwhile, persistence has paid off for Charlie Szabo after 15 years in various roles with the CJ basketball program. The Eagles alum gets the big whistle. He'll replace Joe Staley, who retired after this season after more than 30 years. Szabo was most recently the head coach of the Eagles JV team and associate head coach for the varsity. Well, the Browns are apparently good enough to get 4 primetime football games this year, but that doesn't mean the roster is set. Cleveland GM John Dorsey admits next week's NFL draft will be huge for his entire roster.
I think we're thin at all positions. I mean, I want to be able to just fortify that thing as much as I can. As I look at this thing, we'll be
Congress is hosting its intercollegiate team championships at Polking Lane South near the Dayton Mall. The event brings the top 16 men's and women's teams to town, along with several hundred supporters that packed Polking for qualifying rounds this afternoon. The finals are set for Saturday and will be nationally televised on CBS Sports Network later this month.
This is very diverse. We have NCAA programs here, we have NEI programs here, we have club programs, so we have different types of organizations that come to this event to vote for the Helmer Cup. Definitely the best in the country. We have teams all the way to win their championship. Right here this week, we have the NCAA National Champion, we have the NEI National Champions. They're all competing here this week at the start.
Will a change of scenery be what the doctor ordered for the Reds this weekend? Cincy kicking off a 4-game series in San Diego tonight, dragging a 4-game losing skid down the coast to Petco Park. Started well enough. Joey Votto still in leadoff spot, 3 pitches in. He greets rookie Chris Paddock with a drive on an 0-2 pitch, straightaway center field. And the Reds had the early 1-0 lead. That was good support for Tanner Roark. Bottom of the first inning, the 6-4-3 double play, but then the young man, Chris Paddock, settled down, and Roark got some nice defense out in left field. Watch Matt Kemp on the run make the diving crack catch. So what started so promising has turned into another pitcher's duel, 1-0 right now. The Reds facing a Padres team that was also in a bit of a slump. San Diego came in on a 3-game losing streak.
This Cincinnati Reds report is brought to you by Renewed by Anderson.
Meanwhile, the Dragons laid an egg to start the 6-game road trip. Luis Bolivar's bunch on the very short end of a 12-4 score in Lansing tonight. On the bright side, the visitors led 3-0 after 2 innings, but Lansing's Ryan Gold hit for the cycle, including a grand slam. And finally tonight, the defending Stanley Cup champions found themselves in an early hole. Game 4 between the Capitals and the Hurricanes in Charlotte. Warren Fogle finds the back of the net 17 seconds in. 1-1 in the closing seconds of the second period when Teuvo Teravainen streaks down the middle. Turns out to be the game winner. This series is all tied 2-1.
Thank you, Mike. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Hates the sounds her fiance makes. The pictures make the same noises.
Your jaw's still cracked.
Dr. Phil, tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Channel 7.
Retired the legacy of trust in 1932.
This is our workshop. These are our sweats. This is how we dash in the snow. And this is our season of performance. Hurry into the accuracies and performances going on now. This holiday means you're your birthday for track followers.
When you get a wireless plan, when you're thinking to get a phone too, switch to Sprint and get an unlimited plan with the Samsung Galaxy S10e included for just $35 a month. It's a big deal.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polarized half air conditioner mode, because the Tempur Breeze transfers heat away from your body, so you sleep cold all night long.
Sounds thank you.
Let's speed up and move.
Ever hear big tickets?
What did you say?
Ohio Lottery big ticket instant games? They're pretty big.
Finally.
Raise $5 million vote. It has a top prize of $5 million and over $87 million in total cash prizes.
I can feel it in the bedroom. Oh, yeah.
Call Universal Windows Direct today. Buy 2 windows, get 1 free, plus 0% financing for 36 months. Plus, this week only, free installation.
Jeff Smith Chevy is proud to offer the largest inventory of Chevrolets across 3 convenient locations. And now with our new Shop by Payment tool, you can get an accurate payment online. It doesn't affect your credit score or require a social security number. Experience the advantage and go to JeffDeals.com.
Couch build fun. So we're back at 5 Below building easy with. Everything's $5 and below. Toss them in. Pancakes are clear. 5 below.
Amazing V6 power.
Very stylish. We can, go off-roading if we want to. And we've got 5 USB charging ports.
Room for 8, including us. You know that means? Honey, we've got one at home. We can have many more. What do you say?
As soon as you can start having babies, I'm
What? Now get $1,500 cash back on a built-in USA Highlander, or get a low mileage lease for just $259 a month.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Help me know. When a medical mistake causes you injury, call 1-800-HELP-GO-HIGHER.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Remember, our Daybreak edition starts at 4:25. Kirsty's going to be watching that race in very closely.
WHIO-TV is a Cox Media Group station.
Kate, how
Hudson turns 40.
Excuse me.
A throwback celebration to when we first met Kate next to T.
Tomorrow at 7:30 on Channel 7. Storm Center 7, the fastest weather alerts to keep you safe.
Built into every Honda is our racing heritage, and at the Honda Dream Garage, which car and driver called America's best sedan. It comes standard with a turbocharged engine. It's kind of like a race car disguised as a sedan. Ironic, because I'm kind of like a distinguished gentleman disguised as a race car driver. This will look great with my helmet. Get a great deal on the Honda Accord with the Honda Sensing, safety and driver-assisted technologies at the Honda Dream Garage Limited.
Mark's Super Anniversary Savings. Sugardale Spiral Sliced Ham with Glaze Packet, just $1.88 a pound. And Whole Double Pineapple, just $1.79. And International Delight 16-ounce creamers, only 5 for $5. Come in today for these great savings. News Center 7 is brought to you by the law offices of Lake R. Maceland. News Center 7, more local news than any other station.
Gather up, and we'll continue.
It's the 2-day Easter sale at Furniture Fair. It starts with the area's lowest prices.
Take out this cream!
Then choose an extra $200 off for every 1,000 you spend, or no interest till 2021. Friday and Saturday only.
Heels and dance back! Here's the exit!
The Cadillac Move Up sales event is here. Move up to next-gen connectivity. Move up to advanced safety. Move up to something a little more real.
I'm reloading!
In XT5, XT4, and the X-Play. You get this low-mileage lease on a 2019 Cadillac XT5 for around $399 per month. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners and lessees receive an additional $1,500.
Celebrating 70 years.
Doors locked.
A
The quote's on the
star-studded
wall.
tribute to celebrate 60 years of Motown, CBS Sunday.
We will color code the excisions from the report.
There'll be redactions. They won't be color-coded. It's going to be color-coded. It's blue or it's red.
Yellow is investigative technique. Green is personal privacy information.
Whatever his color code is, red, green, blue, or yellow.
This Easter, get into the holiday spirit with POS Document Dyeing Kit, Mueller Report Edition. This festive kit contains the same colors William Barr used, so you can redact your own copy of the Mueller Report.
I'm dyeing the details of an ongoing investigation.
I'm dyeing top secret intelligence information.
I'm dyeing embarrassing information about sleeping with a porn star.
So hop on down the bunny trail today and pick up the POS Document Dyeing Kit, Mueller Report Edition. Available whenever William Barr says it is. It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Stars below. The fancy program rules for the special counsel, Neil Costello. Visit Plus with Stephen Colbert. Superman, featuring John Baptiste and Stay Here. And now, live on tape from the Empire Theater in New
Look
York.
out for sensor control panels! Good day! That's it. All clear. Let's move.
How for a couple of years now you've been thinking all the bad stuff in the Mueller report that makes Donald Trump look terrible. But then, like 3 weeks ago, something like 3 weeks ago, Attorney General Bill Barr put out his 4-page Valentine to Donald Trump. And then you thought, maybe I'm crazy. Well, if you just return to this dimension from the Phantom Zone, I want you to know today the Mueller report was released. And I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. Now, until this morning, no one knew what was in this thing. We hadn't read it. Congress hadn't read it. And evidently, Bill Barr hadn't read it either. Because there's some insane in here. And we didn't learn that right away. Because of just releasing the report shortly after 9 o'clock this morning, Barr held a shots, flanked by a Gillette razor before and after picture. Now, if you got nothing to hide, why do you have to set up the report first? Officer, before I open the trunk of this car, I'd like to first give a short speech about what you're about to smell. Can I do that? Can I do that? No. Democrats were not happy. Last night, House Committee chairs demanded or canceled this press conference saying, let the full report speak for itself. Good idea. We'd actually acquired exclusive footage of the report speaking for itself. Donald Trump is good.
There's a sensor in here.
And the reviews are in on Barr's One Man No Collusion Spectacular.
The Attorney General seemed almost to be acting as the counselor for the defense for the counselor for the president.
Rest in peace.
Like we heard President Trump's defense lawyer.
The AG is not the president's lawyer, and he seems to be acting that way.
Sounding more like the president's lawyer than the Attorney General.
Okay, that's not fair.
Turn off the panel. We
If
can't
Bill
hold
Barr
them
were the
back much
president's
longer.
lawyer, he'd be in prison right now. But I'll give you this. Barr really sounded like he was channeling the president.
There's no evidence of the Trump campaign collusion, no underlying collusion. The special counsel found no collusion. There was, in fact, no collusion. No collusion. No
Hold
nothing.
on. You're
Now,
done.
Mueller was made special counsel, if you remember, specifically to answer the question, did the president obstruct justice? That requires intent. And Barr explains there was no intent. Because what some might see as obstruction was merely the president lashing out mindlessly.
There is substantial evidence to show that the president was frustrated and angered by his sincere belief that the investigation was undermining his presidency, propelled by his political comments and fueled by illegal leaks.
Wait, when did feelings become a get-out-of-jail-free card? Sure, my client's actions might look like arson, but might I remind you, he was feeling tense, and who doesn't relax in front of a roaring fire? Now, when he appeared, arson. Now, when he appeared before Congress, Barr wasn't real forthcoming, although it was in the Mueller report.
I've said what I'm going to say about the report today. I'm not going to characterize or discuss the contents of the report. I will lay it out after the report is out. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to discuss it any further. I'm not going to say anything more about it.
It would be irresponsible for me to talk preemptively about. I refer you to the 4 pages I preemptively wrote about the report. Okay, fine. But now that the report is out, there's no harm in taking a couple of questions at the press conference that you called, right?
Impropriety.